So we have a viewer comment from one of the members that have been reading and listening to Corey's books endless of times. And his story goes as follows. His girlfriend and him have been together for about a year, and she wanted to work for his friend's company. And they went for a meeting, and it didn't go very well. And his friend's wife was being rude to her. So the girlfriend went up to him and was discussing how she felt. So he offered to call the friends, and the girlfriend immediately said no. And this was about like last year. And since then, he had lost his father, and his friend who owns the company is suffering from, I'm assuming like a brain aneurysm or something like that, because a bleed on the brain. And mentally, he is not, like, he's had a lot going on, and he's not really doing that well. And he's never lost his temper with his girlfriend, or he's never spoken to her in a rude manner, but she's always bringing up the past and how his friends, I guess, have treated her. He has known his friends for over 25 years, and they're really good friends of his. The husband, the wife, he sees the kids, and the kids see him as an uncle. So he really wants a little bit of advice on what to do here.
So she keeps bringing up that same story over and over. What it means is she's still got a wound. She's still bothered by it. And what really happened was he didn't stand up for her to his friends. Because he's like, hey, I'll introduce you to my friends, potentially get you a job. And so whatever reason, because women can be catty, maybe your girlfriend is very pretty and your friend's wife is jealous of that, so she was kind of an ass, because women are like that. Especially beautiful women, they're competitive. And she, more than likely, just because women are women, probably felt that your girlfriend could be, maybe she's seen your girlfriend hanging out when the husband is around, and the husband seems to like your girlfriend or get along with her well, a little too well for her liking. So she's jealous, and she might have torpedoed that. And so you might want to have that discussion with your girlfriend again. But the reality is you should have talked to your friend. You should have said, hey, man, your wife was really rude to my girlfriend and really hurt her feelings. And now she's mad at me, and obviously I'm her boyfriend. It's like, if you could talk to your wife and maybe help smooth things over, that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. And so that never happened, even though he asked her about it. And she says, no, don't say anything. As a man, you need to understand that this is your castle, your kingdom, and your fair maiden has basically said your best friend, I guess, or close friend, his wife was just a jerk to her. It's like, you gotta stand up for her, because it could be, the role could be reversed. It could be your uncle or your dad. Like, I've had situations like that where the guy's father is rude to his girlfriend, and then she doesn't feel comfortable coming in the office or being around him. And I was like, you gotta go talk to your dad and smooth that over, and get your father to go to your girlfriend and apologize for being short or whatever, and you're always welcome. I'm sorry I made you feel that way. I didn't mean it. I was having a bad day or whatever. And as the man, you got to smooth these things over, because if you allow friends, family, in this case, your friend's wife, to be abusive towards your girl, she's going to feel like you can't protect her, and you won't protect her, and you won't stand up for her. So it's essentially do that. And the reason she brings it up is probably on some level you're doing something that makes her feel like you won't protect her. And that's why women will constantly go back to the same story over and over. Guys misinterpret that and go, we resolved this. Why is she bringing it up again? She's typically bringing it up because she's feeling the same way as it did back then. And so even now, you should go talk to your friend and say, did it say that she ended up taking the job, or she just said the wife was rude and nothing ever happened? So
I don't think
if
she
that
got, she
so
is
she
working
didn't
with
get the
them.
job, or the meeting didn't go well.
The meeting didn't go
And
well.
your friends wife was a bitch in essence to your girlfriend, then you need to talk to your friend, because especially if you guys are double dating and hanging out and there's that little bit of animosity, and if your friend's wife was a bitch, it's like, and you know her, I mean, it's like I would talk to the friend because it's protocol, but the friend should then go to his wife and say, hey, it would be really great if you would talk to her because, you know, you really hurt her feelings and made her feel like a piece of garbage or whatever. And in the interest of our relationship and my friendship with my friend for however long that is or has been, it would be great if you would talk to her. And that is how it should have been handled. But the fact that you didn't, there's probably other times that you fail to stand up for her for family or other things, and that's why she'll continue to bring up that same story.
So we do have a little bit more of a backstory. I think he is a little bit more of the social butterfly in this relationship, and she doesn't really have that many friends. So that also could play.
So
in
she might be
factor.
antisocial and might have caused the problem.
That, or she could probably lack.
Well, I'm
some
assuming
communication
since he
skills.
wrote in, it wasn't his girlfriend that caused the problem. It's just, but like I said, my impression, knowing how you girls can be catty, especially the two hot women get together, and you know, even though it's the girlfriend of a friend, that means there's another hot woman working in the office, and those things happen. It could be, you know, I have somebody that I know in my life that I've known for 20 years, and he basically, at one point when he was younger, ripped off his best friend's wife. They end up leaving their partners, and they're religious people. And that created a lot of blood and a lot of bad animosity, and he loved her. They really loved each other, and they were always together till the day, you know, she's since passed away. But those things happen, and a woman is, you know, if she's the main hen in the hen house, and another hot hen is going to come in there and work at the company. On some level, she probably feels that she could be a threat, even though she's taken, and that's your girlfriend. And so that could have been what happened. And so you need to have a conversation with your friend. Your friend needs to have a conversation with his wife, and his wife really needs to go to lunch or talk to her, or apologize, or whatever it happens to be. And this is assuming that your girlfriend was not an asshole or a jerk to her and caused it. So I'm just assuming that your girlfriend was the innocent victim in all this. But she keeps bringing it up because she doesn't feel safe. She doesn't feel like you protected her, and that will really create problems and cause a woman to shut down, especially when you got friends or family. Because I have lots of cases over the years where guys got mothers or aunts or fathers that are just dickheads to their significant other, and they just sit there and let the family members or the friends or the business partners or the business partners' wives abuse your girl, and that'll create problems. I had one time years ago where it was the pastor of a church who was just a dickhead to this guy's fiance to the point where she was like ready to call off the wedding, didn't want to get married and all that stuff. And he went and talked to his pastor and explained. And obviously the pastor was like, "Ooh, that was not my intent." So he went and talked to his fiance and apologized and smoothed things over. And they lived happily ever after. The wedding went on. It was like, it was beautiful.
What a cute little fairy tale.
Men, you gotta handle those things. You gotta make your woman feel safe, and you know, if you got friends or family she's interacting with, and because she's not gonna feel like it's appropriate to get into an argument or whatever. She's interviewing for a job. This is the wife of your close friend, and you got to stand up for her, especially if the dude's wife is out of line. And she has every right, and it's justified to feel threatened by another hot woman, but being rude and an asshole, that's not good. It's not good for family and friend kind of relations.
That's not good for business either.
True.
I mean, what if, that girl could have helped and made the company thrive and make more money, and then your girlfriend or your wife's being a biatch.
Those things happen.
Well,
Those
his friend needs to stand up to his girlfriend or wife or whoever it is.
Yep,
He
he
needs to
should have
stand up
done
to
it
her
a
and
year
tell her to
ago.
chill the
That's why
hell
she
out.
keeps bringing it up, because he's probably still doing that in other ways with other people, and she doesn't feel safe with him.
What if there's a chance that maybe there's people that start beefing with other people because they're simply insecure or jealous or just frustrated with
She
their
needs to
lives?
have a
We've
talk.
experienced that.
She needs to talk to. She needs to chill out and
Women are catty. The more
stop being like
attractive
that.
women you get together, there's going to be cattiness. It's
It's
gonna happen.
ridiculous.
That's why sometimes you have to keep certain things in your life private
Some
until you
fish,
feel comfortable enough to like
some fish
say
do not
something.
mix well in the same aquarium.
That's why you always should be. Somebody doesn't like you. You should be the nicest to them as you possibly can. And like if you think that they don't like you, try to be their friend. Like get in with them.
And sometimes they'll just smile to your face while they are stabbing the voodoo doll behind your back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.